It's a DNA that is donated analyzed. So what? So as I said, my lord, is where I do whether check for a match or a non-match. So in terms of, I will then compile results, exhibit from.
For that background, can I then ask you to turn to exhibit X11? Just identify that exhibit.
Yes, this is a letter, we call it SAP 21, that was written by myself. 04. When I was doing the investigation, exhibits.
Yes, in respect of which matter?
In respect of Phosphorus case 636 of 10 is 21. That lab number.
Lab number yalama exhibits abuya ke kwisini eku 21773114.
And we also have the lab number specifically for the reference samples, which is 126225/16.
Bese kuthi ke sibe nale lab number ke yona ke ebuya yona ke eyama samples eku 12622516.
Yes, you can proceed by reading the
exhibit. Just to quote from those. So, in the first one is the R and other one is a left-hand swab, and those swabs were taken from the deceased, and the DNA that I got.
There, against the results, you mentioned it was FP, matched the deceased. Can you just explain what is FP?
FP, single donor. Exhibit is the door handle. Swab. On that swab is
Is there an indication of as to from which door handle in the house was that swab taken?
The indication I can room 1.
Ukuthi ke isiphi ke isihlabha phakathi ke endlini ngabheka lokho kodwa ke uma kuchaza noma kwakubhalwe uroom 1.
Yes, you may proceed.
And then the other and G Khumalo as well.
Nayo ke ila ekubanjwa khona ke noma lokho kubizwa ukuthi i-touch DNA nayo ke eyafaka uG Khumalo.
Is the door handle of which room?
Yeah, let me I can always check with.
Yes.
From next to the TV stand.
Eduze nestand se-TV.
Yes.
So that blood that was taken from the TV stand included the deceased. The fourth swab as well, it was also taken next to the TV stand. Included, we have the blood swab on the kitchen wall tile. So on that, use it to compare it with anything else. As well is from the swab 7 taken from
7,
but it didn't include any of the females that I had in as reference samples. A toilet particular swab is a female DNA and it included G Khumalo.
Bese kuthi ke uswap 8 naye ke eyafaka ke uG
that was taken
Swap 9.
So on that swap 9,
kusho ke ukuthi ke u-negative akuna DNA.
and then the other,
Sibese siba nayo
that part
noma ke phuma ke imiphumela ethi
second,
i-Heineken
the ones that we use exhibit.
lana ke ila ekuphuzwa ke umuntu aphuza khona.
Then, and then on that, the sus,
Ke noma siyabakhipha asibahlanganisi ezatholakala kuyona ke
there was no DNA as I had at the time.
owokuqala
We also have
kwesibili ke kuba uKelly Khumalo akekho ke
also is excluded on,
onke amasample.
and then we have Longwe Twala also is excluded on all the samples.
Bese kuba ke uyena ke uLongwe uthwala naye ke wona onke ke ama-samples akekho noma ke akahlanganiswa ama-sample.
Ken.
Bese Minoff
That's
ke ikani
We also have Gladness Khumalo, who is included on the swap from the toilet hand.
ke yasetoilet
in the swap number.
ke uswap number 1 kanye no 2.
You can look at paragraph 8 of your the report that you've just put on record. On paragraph 8, which swap number is that?
On paragraph 8,
Yeah, no.
1 and 2, and also
Yakhe ke 12 that is
on the left and on the,
amaswap lawo.
as well as the blood swap 3 and
Phansi eduze naye ke
Up to 50, it's not really.
22 kama ke lomswap.
and then we also have number 23. 23 is Ntuli Fizokuhle,
Bese kuthi ke kuba number 23 uNtuli Fiso Kuhle.
and then is also excluded on all the samples.
Nakuthi ke akahlanganike noma ke akekho ke kuwona onke
The samples.
bese kuthi ke u37 uMS Sibiya naye ke akekho ke kuwona onke ama-sample.
Yes, you can then go to the table X12. It's on page 2 of exhibit X12.
Where the results, relevant results from the exhibits from the scene and the reference samples are then compared.
Ilana ke sekuqhathaniswa khona ke imiphumela ke kuwona ke
On the,
kona ke lana ke kukhulunywa
from the scene or the
ameko noma ke lawo ke asithi mhlambe ke atholwe kumuntu noma kubantu abathize.
so the first sample, and then it has PA4
Phansi kwakhe ke usample kwasebhala PAH8 PA 4002 150107.
And where was this swap taken?
the swap is the swap 1,
Leyo swap
Yes, of which bedroom?
that is bedroom 1.
kuyena ke ubedroom 1.
Is a head which is presumable
Yo ke bese kubhalwe lapha ke uhead B isigqoko ke ila ekuthi la khona ke okwakubhekwa ke lapho ukujuluka.
so that part PA 300 788 535.
Bese kuthi leso sigqoko ke 1007 kubantu.
So MZ Mapisa 8 and the
Leyo sample leyo ke iyathathwa ke ku MZ map 0198 leyo contain of 4638006.
penny, and then that container is PA
Leyo ke isample iyathathwa ke PA 500
BS 19 DBA 0
Ntanzi
and the next 20 DB 493
Ncube ne esine number
page. His container one B98
S ne container number 17 kanye
On the sample, it's a mixture DNA profile.
Kodwa ke okubalekile ukuthi ke okutholakala noma okwatholakala ke kuyona ke i-swap leyo ke loyo kodwa kungenzeka ke ukuthi ke u-X lo seqaleni ke use engaba inkomba ke ka-XX okuwumuntu wesifazane
Or the XY, as I said, included in that particular.
ke ukuthi u-XY
But if it's a male,
ukuthi bathatha ke amasampulu ke kumuntu wesifazane
and when it's a male individual, BXY.
uma kuwumuntu wesilisa le
All the reference samples are XY because
yena ke umaphisa abantu besilisa
if you get a mixture,
X kanye no XY mixture noma leyo kuhlangana lokho ke
it means you can
kodwa ke uma ke i-mixture yakho ke umuntu wesilisa kanye futhi nomuntu wesifazane
only females can be.
ungabahlanganisa ke lapha abantu
The bigger column,
yona ke ebhalwe
the regions of the DNA regions.
la esibheka kuona
So these are the targeting specific
kuyindawo eyithize ke ila khona ke
need that you will see 1179 and then they end up with FGA.
uma ke ubheka ke aqala ke kwisandla sena ke iphela ngo FGA
So those are the names of the DNA able to use them.
targetayo ukuthi uma sibheka
DNA, when you look at the DNA that is obtained from all those DNA regions, they will then give you a DNA profile of
na wona ke azokwazi ukuthi abe inkomba noma
sample, for instance, because it's a known sample. The DNA from all those DNA regions, that is obtained from all those DNA regions, will then give us the unique DNA profile of that particular person.
uma ubheka ke lawo ama profile lawo ku region yonke ke futhi use uyofika ke egcineni ila ezokunika khona ke I profile ekuyiyona ke ephelele yomuntu.
So you will see underneath
awu
then from both parents.
inamba leyo ke ikunikeza ke noma ichazela ke lokho ke nawo noma lawo ma character ke umuntu lowo
Individuals have their own unique numbers that represent the characters that they have.
tholile ke kumzali ngaye
Use the last sample on the
ebhalwe egcineni ke isample ebhalwe
even in all the rest, you will see that with each and every DNA region there are two numbers.
ngaphansi ke kwe region ngayodwa ke
1179
bese kuba nale ya column ke eU-D8 enqube u12 14.
So those 12 and 14 represent the characters that he obtained from both parents.
Lawo ya 12 nalo ya 14 uchaza ke ama characters ke noma lokho ke akutholile ke kuba kumzali ngamunye kulabazali ababili umuntu anabo.
So 12 can either come from the mother or father, or 14 coming from the mother or father.
U12 ke kungenzeka ukuthi usuka kukhamba kuma noma kubaba noma u14.
So when the father
Ke manje ukuthi ke impela ke umntwana wabo yini ila esokwazi ukuthi manje sikhombe khona ukuthi u12 lona ke ngaphandle ke ngabazake ubuya kuyena uma u14 ubuya kuyena ubaba.
So you will see, as I said, and then which are two, which means half from one and the other half from the other.
La manamba ke lawo ke la 12 14 ke ila asichazi.
Samples, you will see that they have two numbers as well.
Noma ubheka ke kwamanye ke ama sample uzobona ukuthi nawo ke anama number amabili.
So I'm going to go to the swap 1 on page 2 of 5. The first sample, you will see, as I said, it's a mixture. You will see on D8S1179, you will see we have 12, 13, and 14. 12, 13, 14, and 15.
Ake kuhlangene ke lapha yana ke manje ke ama number esinawo lapha yana ke u12, u13, u14 kanye no15.
So those indicates that
Inkomba ke noma ke
possible there are possible combinations that from that particular region.
Mage kuleya region leyana kuyasho ke ukuthi ke laphayana ke kungenzeka ke ukuthi ke kunama combinations ke
In a mixture, the reference sample
noma ke i reference sample
basically looking at the whether that